Hey, it's Uncle Joe. We're here at Black Rock Lake where parking is a premium. We're going to hike up to Lookoff, probably do about a 3.5 mile loop. We did this as part of the James Edmonds loop, larger loop that we did a while back. So just coming up here, see what the status of the fall leaves are. So I missed this a minute ago. We actually want to take this old trail. This is going to go up and connect us up at the James Edmonds Trail. So I guess a bit of a climb too. Yeah, so the little connector trail back there brought us to the, you might say, the upper leg of the James Edmonds Trail as it goes out to Lookoff, and that's what we're on now. We'll take this up a little ways, cross the road, make the loop, and then come back across the road again, and we'll be pretty much right by the parking area where we dump out. We're making our way up this creek draws like a zigzag. Not really switchbacks, more like S's. Going up under these rhododendrons, and a lot of them. It's warming me up, that's for sure. Should be crossing the road here pretty quick though. How y'all doing?
Hi.
Thank you. Yep. We made it across the dirt road. Working our way up now. We've been climbing for a little while actually. We're up here on this side slope, and this will be the loop proper. Won't see the road again until we're done. So a little bit of a climb. Getting up there when you haven't been climbing for a while. So getting a workout, that's what I wanted. Just try to build some strength up, get better. All right, got a hard turn here. Well, we're still climbing up this side slope. You can hear the dirt road down there. A lot of traffic, a lot of people coming in here to hike around the lake and probably to come up to Lookoff. I've had several people pass me. Gone about 8/10 of a mile. Climbed a little over 500 feet, or right at 500 feet. That's a pretty decent rate of climb. I think I mentioned in one of my shorts maybe that I had COVID when I came back from my road trip, and all of the respiratory symptoms went away in about a week, but I was left with this queasy feeling for 4 or 5, maybe 6 days. That finally subsided, but what I'm finding is when I exert myself, that queasiness comes back. So, you know, there's still some residual something going on, I don't know what. But I'm also trying to build some more strength, trying to get the sugar and stuff back out of my diet. Get back into a keto-based diet. I find that I hike better that way. I don't hike faster, but I don't get wore out as much as I do if I'm just on a standard eat whatever I want diet. So, got these big hemlocks here, several of them. Still making our way up to the summit. Beautiful day. Getting a little bit of a break as we saddle over across this sort of a gap here, across this ridge, which is nice. A good bit of climbing back there. All right, we've come down the East Fork here, and making our way on this old road bed. So we kind of merge into this old road bed, continuing on the James Edmonds Trail. So I'd been watching the Forest Service I think it was a Forest Service or DNR has a leaf looker type page. They do a report. The last report I saw was from the 15th of October. And they had said that the northeast Georgia, where I'm at now, had about 7 days to really start to get in the meat of color. North central Georgia, that'd be like Brasstown and that area, had a good bit of color at 3,000 feet and higher. And northwest was kind of following a track. They were just a little bit behind. From what I can see, the most vibrant colors I think are going to be like 25-ish and up. There's a lot of leaves coming down, so I don't know what's going to be left when it does hit full peak, but I don't think it's at peak yet. But we're going to find out when we get up here to Lookoff. But I'm really interested to see. We may see peak still coming in the northeast section of Georgia here. My fear is by the time next weekend comes, though, everything may just drop. So I don't know. Anyway, we're going to keep moving. All right. Come to the split here. Keep going straight. We'll be coming back down here and then taking that fork back to the car. So we come out on this little bit of a saddle here. We can see down into the valley there. I believe that's the valley. Basically, it goes north and south. It goes up into Franklin, etc. But with the leaves down, you'd have a pretty good view right there. I'm going to go up and across and out to the overlook. This is our split. You can go up this draw here about 1/10 of a mile to the campsite, and you know, basically go out to the overlook. Or you can go this way. This will take you on a side slope. You'll actually get some views. That's what we did last time. We went up that way and came down this way. So I'm going to do that again. All right. Getting out on the side slope here, we'll be able to see the ridges to the north. Valley over to our east. There you go. See a little bit out there. All right, we've come to the turnoff to the campsite, which is there. And a little bit of a view right here. Still a good bit of greens, but plenty of fall colors, just not necessarily popped. Anyway, make our way down to the Lookoff point here. There you go. I can't remember what this valley's called. It's a valley that runs east-west, and then the valley going for up into Franklin is over there. And up in here, this is all southern Nantahala right behind this first ridge, basically. The AT runs around and goes up over those ridges. And the far back end back there. Yeah, I just saw a dog. When I was coming up, a guy asked me if I was looking for a dog. He said there was a black lab up and around here. As soon as I came into the campsite here, there was a dog, but it wasn't a lab. It's almost black, kind of brindle, but it's definitely a hound. Anyway, he took off down the trail that we'll be taking here shortly. Well, the dog just ran up that way. We just closed our little summit loop there. He's headed back up to the campsite. He didn't look like he had a GPS collar on him. He did have a collar and a tag. A lot of times these hunting dogs, they'll have a GPS collar. But I don't know. Maybe somebody would get out here and pick him up. Anyway, we're on that, I guess you might say, twig portion of the loop. We'll come down there and catch the loop proper and hang a right. Head on down to Earl. So we're at about 2,900 feet. Actually, just under 3,000. So up at the summit, we were definitely above 3,000. That explains why the oranges and the reds and the yellows were pretty vibrant up there as they are in here. Of course, we're in these rhododendrons at the moment, which are always green. So, but yeah, a little bit further down, it's probably going to be another few days. I don't know. Good to see some color. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Making a turn here. And there we go. So a couple of guys are going up there to camp on the summit. I let them know about the dog, so maybe if they're up there a while, he'll warm up to them and they can get a number off his collar. Give his owner a call. And I don't think he's aggressive or anything. I think he's skittish. I think the reason why he's running up and down is he's hearing people and trying to avoid people, etc. Anyway, we're descending, making our way down back to the lake and Earl. Right through there with that pile of, with that trees down, something made a racket in there big time. I don't see anything. I think a limb fell down into it, but I don't see anything up in the tree above it. Like maybe a bear or something. Sure made a racket though. Oh well. It's a little bit breezy, so maybe something just got dislodged. Well, that tree meant a big detour down the side slope there. I say big, not too bad, but certainly off camber. We're getting closer and closer to the lake. Won't be long now. The way back is primarily a descent, but there are a couple of rises that you have to come up and over. Kind of unexpected. Shouldn't be too much further to the lake though. Keep making our way down. It's pretty cool down in this wash. A little spot under there would probably been something making a home. And a little bit of hump here to get over. The beautiful reds in front of us. Sun coming through those colors, just gorgeous. Well, we can see the lake shimmering down there. Here's some people and car door shut, so getting close. Getting real close. Nice to be over here on this sunny side of the hill. Won't be long now. All right, we made it to the road. There's Earl waiting on me. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my kiss dolls. I mean, action figures. It would be kind of ironic if Ace was missing because he passed away this week. Anyway, we did the Lookoff Mountain loop there. Probably 3.5 miles, 3.2. Some good color, good hike. But right now we're gonna get out here and get something to eat.